talk about a two-way twister, shaking up the family tree with sibling synchronicity.
Hey girls, welcome back to another Get Ready with the Sisters. In today's video, we are going to be getting ready and discussing some things. So sit back and enjoy.
Get your snacks, get ready for a little chit chat.
Okay, so I came across a tweet earlier this week.
Yeah.
And I feel like we always kind of have conversations like this, but the tweet, I'm going to put it up on the screen so y'all can see. And it basically says, relaxing in your 20s is probably some of the worst advice we've been given. You literally need to prioritize your education, business, career, so you can chill in your 30s plus. Now, I know everybody have their own little beliefs when it comes to what you should and shouldn't be doing in your 20s. Because you know, everybody, I feel like, kind of wants different things in life. Really. And everybody's idea of success is different for the most part. Like, yeah, like financial stability for everybody is different, all depending on how glamorous I feel like you really want your life to be. But when I came across the tweet, I was like, okay, yeah, this is perfect. This is something we need to talk about, because I feel like a lot of people, for their 20s, they are very confused and, you know, taking advice from people that might have been given a head start in life is not going to help you if you're somebody that literally starting from scratch when it comes to
that's true.
making yourself, like building a career and getting yourself all the way together, you know? So I feel like sometimes the advice that's given to young adults, I'm just going to say young adults, is very skewed, because if somebody that you ain't grow up on no money, your people didn't build no type of wealth or anything to pass down to you.
Well, maybe they did, but it just came for you.
Yeah, because that happens too, where like, okay, yeah, your parents made you set, but that really doesn't, like, that doesn't have anything to do with you. It's like you still have to kind of work your way up to making a name for yourself and building a career on your own. Sweetie, that whole thing about living it up in your 20s is only going to set you back.
Yeah, I agree.
And when you get into like your late 20s, some people wait till they get in their 30s. Like literally, some people wait till they're like 29 or 30.
Yeah.
And then like reality hit them.
Yeah, reality kicks in, and then 30 is kind of feeling old, or like a real adult.
They're not doing what they thought they would have been doing at 30, or they're not where they feel like they should be. But it's like, what did you do? What did you do with the time that you was given to even like have that type of mindset to feel like you ain't where you feel like you should be? You right where you should be, because you ain't do nothing with the time you was given.
Yeah. And when I saw the tweet, I felt like people were intentionally taking the tweet out of context and making it seem like she said that you can't have fun at all, or you can't do anything. Like, of course, it's important to enjoy your life in all stages. Like, that's important. And there's certain things that you can get away with doing while you're young and in your 20s that you can't get away with doing necessarily when you get 30 and stuff like that.
You can get old fast, but you can't be young forever. You cannot be young forever.
Yeah.
So that whole, like,
life is about balance, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
and
about,
a lot of people don't know how to balance fun and reality. It's like, yeah, you can talk on reality for a second and you can live a little bit of life and you know, you can feel yourself. But sweetie, what you can dream, but
sometimes you gotta wake up.
You gotta wake up. Yeah, so you gotta be in that space for a long period of time, feeling like, and I feel like too, going from being, I guess, a teenager to being like in your early 20s to then even being in like your mid to late 20s.
I feel like every stage of your 20s is different.
Yeah, like early, mid, late. Like I feel like it's so different.
Yeah,
honestly.
It is.
And sometimes I just be looking like on social media. I judge. I'm very open with I judge. I judge a lot of things. I judge. But I feel like sometimes I just be looking And I kid you not, some people, they do not want to leave school.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to leave the school life behind. And I think reality and like being an adult
Yeah.
scares them.
Yeah.
I feel like the minute they start to really get a taste of being an adult, they like start running.
I agree, because I
They
feel
start
like,
running.
especially uni, going to university gives you the perfect balance of still being a kid while also having some form of independence, which like gives you a taste of adulthood.
Yeah.
And people want to live in that bliss forever. Like people be so attached by
I mean,
uni.
those who can't
They
go
don't
back
wanna
to
leave.
school, they go back to school and they continue to, I guess, get more education. But I feel like in reality, they just scared as hell to get
Yeah.
out in the real world.
And some people, they never get the degree.
They stay in school for a lifetime, just
Yeah.
living, and I guess, don't you want to get the degree and start working the job? Like,
Yeah.
you just want to keep.
But I
learning more.
understand it is scary, but like you have to like get over it. You really do. Because I mean, reality can snatch you by your neck.
To me, it's more scary being 30 and like you've never worked
An actual job.
an actual job for, let me say, a year plus.
Yeah.
Because you might have worked an actual job. You might have taken a break and then gone back. You know, but to be grown for real, and have never worked a job for over a year, I don't know. That's a little scary. And most jobs require you to like have some type of experience to a company, like for an extended period of time. Like a lot of people have like, you need 3 to 4 years of experience and stuff. And child, I guess, what the thing is called?
What, retention?
No.
What thing?
Not the thing, but like, when you work when you're in school.
Or like internships?
I don't think internships gonna count for much. No, for real, I really don't. I feel like they only can count for so much. They only can count for so much. You need to get out and get a real job.
Especially at a certain age, like.
Yeah, I do, and you know, the
You
two
fresh out of
say
school.
education, business, all of that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with going to school
And
and
school ain't the only route.
yeah.
So,
But I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with going back to school.
yeah.
It's the whole thing of like you just never wanna go in the real world and get a real job and
Yeah,
You
you
know
can
what
tell
it
when
is.
somebody is very attached to their old life or whatever they've left behind.
yeah, finish your mouth.
Yeah, I came here with them. Kind of.
Okay, we gotta wait 'cause she done cheated and I can't see. Sorry about it. It's looking a little bulky, but that's when you're rushing.
But yeah, time is, I understand that there's a lot of new things that happen in your 20s. A lot of things that you're not able to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of people I'll say like late teens to early 20s, like get into relationships,
Yeah.
be able to drink and party and stuff now.
And you just have the freedom of doing whatever you.
Yeah.
Essentially, when you like off to school and you on your own, you go as you please, you come as you please.
Yeah.
You do things. You be like, you know, living. You on your own. And I know a lot of people like when they have to come home from school, it's like it's a big difference because
Yeah.
you realize like, oh my gosh, I don't live like this. I ready to go back to school. I don't live like this. And unless, like I say, like you're set up to where you had a head start. You had a head start in life to where like, you know, you have a job set after school and like you just don't have to like really, I guess, hustle to like really start up and like create a life for yourself. I feel like you get that time to kind of like really just be out here and just being a little irresponsible and stuff like that. But some people don't have the privilege of being irresponsible. Because I even saw like a tweet of like a lady talking about how she was living in her 20s and she got pregnant at 25 and, you know, she's still...
Which is not young. Like, she made it seem like she got pregnant at 19
like,
or 20.
Like 20.
Yeah.
Like
25 is grown.
You need to have kids at that age.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when you found out that you were pregnant, you did not continue to do the same things you were doing when you were pregnant. Like, you, of course, had to tighten up in certain areas and be an adult. So, to give people that advice that, okay, your 20s, all of your 20s should be dedicated to, like, you just living and having a good time. It's crap.
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense.
And so many people, like I see on so many pages, so many people get depressed around the time they are about to turn 30.
Yeah, they really
like,
do.
especially like late 20s to 30, like that 30th birthday. A lot of people
that like 28, 29.
Yeah.
Ooh, like, cause
have like
they start every time.
Have like this onset of like this uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like
I feel like scrambling, trying to like do the things that they felt like it should have been done by the time it's their 30s. So they're like trying to make it work and hurry up get the, I guess, finished results by the time it's their 30s. So like to be set. Like I talk about speed dating, like you know, I mean they just be going nuts trying to get things done. It's like, sweetie, you gonna live beyond 30, you know?
Yeah.
Like you gonna live beyond 30. I don't know about being 30. I'm not 30. I've never been 28,
but I'm
way too close.
Way too close for comfort.
But it's like, honestly, I feel like too, like that whole mentality of having your life and everything set by the time you're 30 is not realistic.
Yeah.
And people need to learn to like just give themselves enough time to let life do what life does.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some setbacks, you're gonna have some bumps in the road.
Yeah.
But it's important to kind of like just...
And sometimes what you thought you wanted to do, you don't want to do.
You don't even want that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like a lot of people be doing that.
Yeah.
Like they just
and
trying
you're so scared to like change or whatever.
Or just trying to do what everybody else doing too.
Yes.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Everybody's pregnant.
True.
You know what I mean? And I've heard people, child ain't me. I've heard people, they're like baby fever and all
I've never
had it. I don't know.
I'm 25 years old. And I never had no baby fever. I never had no baby fever. I guess that's just in me though. I guess it's in other people, but that's not in me.
Yeah, because I can see somebody, you know, having a kid or whatever, and you know, congratulations.
Yeah. And like, I'm happy for you. Like, that's nice. The kid may be cute. Like, that's fine. But to say that I am baby fever,
it may be cute.
it may be cute. That's like the kid may be cute.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just might.
Yes, just might. But like, to say that I have baby fever.
And to just be like, I kind of getting sad because I'm not at that point in life is beyond me. I just have never, honestly, like I've never.
But that goes back to all having, you know, different interests and
yeah, and like seeing us. I feel like too. I feel like some people they realize that life is gonna do what life wants to do, and you might as well just make sure that you nice and secured and try and prepare for whatever life throws at you, and like whatever comes your way.
Yeah.
And then some people they like trying to fix everything. They trying to move
and
like micromanage, and it's like, sweetie, you ain't even trying to help yourself, honestly, because you are not going to change certain things. Certain things are going to happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just important not to be afraid to follow whatever your passion may be, whatever your goals may be, to pursue those things. Like, because I feel like fear plays a big part in it. And even if it's the unconventional thing, it's the thing that you think people can look at you weird for or whatever. Like, that's what is making it even more special.
Yeah.
So just do it. And stop waiting for the perfect time.
Stop
Waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time really don't exist. Like, you be waiting around and keep pushing it back and telling yourself that you waiting to have this, this, and this in order to, do what you really want to do. And that time literally never comes.
It never comes.
So just do it. Like Nike.
I'm cutting that out because I didn't want to hear that.
No, but for real, just do it. Get it over with. And it's a sense of accomplishment and doing something you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
So
because we said we were going to do YouTube, I don't know if we even go back to like the conversations
from we were in high school, okay?
And while I started, I stopped, and then I was like, okay, we can do it together.
Yeah.
And then it was like, honestly, it never happened. And this is why I feel like we talking about this now because we have had so many plans, y'all. We're gonna get into it, like what the plans were, and we had so many plans, and just know none of it happened. None of it happened. I'm talking about none. But it's not like it's the end of the world, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's not like we feel like what we had planned is unattainable now. It's just that thing.
I honestly feel like God ordered our steps.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Because when we was planning, child, it was like,
and the way things were
happening, like yo, the way it was happening was just
it was
like, I
like
can't believe
you
this.
need to stay here, break
you need to,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and the thing about it is, I got so stressed over it. I literally was like going nuts. I was like, this is not working. And I was so mad because I just felt like nothing was happening the way it was supposed to. And sweetie, what way was it supposed to happen? What way? Like, honestly. And then too, I feel like pressures too of like just being at a certain point in life. Once you reach that age, like you just have to get over that, honestly.
Yeah.
Cause I mean,
especially being on social media a lot, like
not being a negative Nancy, but some people, that's as far as they're gonna go. That's really as far as they're gonna go. They're not going any further than where you see them at right now. And if you just be patient and you continue doing what you're doing and working at what you're working on, if you haven't started, you need to get started.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it, you need to remain consistent.
Yeah.
Because that's like
that's another thing. Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have this thing of like seeing people be successful at doing something, and so they decide like, oh yeah, I want to start that too. But you gotta be consistent on it. Any type of results,
And it can't be contingent upon other people.
Yeah.
Like your consistency cannot be contingent upon depending on what you're doing, but it can't be contingent upon like the people raving about whatever you're doing or tuning in or whatever. Like it have to be you. You have to be motivated and disciplined enough to get it done every single time.
Yeah.
Because I mean there are gonna be times that's not there. Or it's gonna be times that it's negative. So just do your thing. Yeah,
it's so important, honestly, to like just remain consistent and doing what you love. Like that's the thing. I think a lot of people start things that they don't have a passion for it. So it's easy for them to kind of like not do it. If that makes any sense. Like they just stop doing it, and then when you ask them about it, it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing something else now.
Yeah, like just from thing to thing to thing.
Yeah, like they just like playing hopscotch or something. They be like, oh yeah, I'm doing something else now. And you're like, well, what happened? Why you stop what you was doing before? And they're like, it was just taking too long. So what you're doing now is not gonna take, like everything takes time, it takes effort. And
another thing I would say is so important, oh my gosh, because we all think that we do this, but we do not. You have to get to know yourself. Like you have to get to know yourself. Because like I said, especially being on social media a lot, and like being around your friend group and other people, you will be influenced. There's no question or doubt about it. So you have to take time to get to know yourself. Now I know I am a believer the only way me personally, and I believe anybody can get to know themselves is by developing a relationship with God.
Yeah.
And like really finding out, okay, what have you called me to do? Like, and who am I? Like, who have you called me to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how you begin to find out, okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. Like, you become super aware, in my opinion. And so that helps you navigate, okay, what should I be doing? How should I be going about it? And all that good stuff. Now, if you don't believe in that, I don't know what to tell you.
You may need to seek.
Seek advice.
Seek advisement from somebody else. But because I also feel like that like period where you just kind of like, a lot of people gonna be by themselves.
Yeah.
But like that's alone time is what really gets you to know yourself.
You change so much throughout the 20s. Like, it's just
crazy. So much things you think you want.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it could be 6 months, it could be a year later, and you just think back and you're like, why did I thought of that? That's what I wanted. Why did I think that was what was cool?
Yeah, no, literally. Because, I mean, we see it in trends. So, of course, you'll see it in other things because everything is a trend.
Literally. Every single thing. And it's like, the more I feel like the older I get, the more I just kind of realize, like, there's beauty in simplicity.
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, things like, again, I thought I wanted, child, no thank you. You can keep it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I do not want it.
Because that goes for career choices, friends.
Yeah.
Things you thought you wanted in a significant other, like.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people, child. They stuck with who they wanted when they was 21.
Yeah.
And
that is so real.
Trust me.
So
Who you
real.
wanted at 21, it's very rare that's who you want when you turn 30.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I
very
need to
rare.
catch up. Sometimes I show.
What? What you want, guys?
I don't know. I didn't know who last time was this pilot. Don't worry, it can come together.
I hope so.
But like, it's super important to have that time with yourself and with your creator, with God, to talk, literally talk to him.
Yeah.
Tell him what you want, what you think you want. Ask him questions, what he have for you, and all that good stuff. Like, and that will be super.
I think I'm going to need to get some marbles because what's happening? What's going on? I need to know. And that was my thing. I honestly, I like to know everything.
Yeah.
Like, I like to know just everything. I'm a nosy person. And I like control, especially over my life.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't always get that.
Yeah.
And so for a while, it was just really hard for me to grasp the fact that, you know what? Maybe I don't know what's best for myself. No, for real, because I was kind of how with just allowing things to kind of play out.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, okay, maybe I do prefer this, and I like this better. And it is absolutely nothing like what I had wanted for myself, and what I want just, it turns into something completely different. I haven't reached my mid-20s, so I don't know what I want in my mid-20s, but yeah. I'm sure it's going to be different than what I even want now.
Yeah.
Which is insane, because I feel like, you know, I want the best.
And I saw this quote because I read this book. I wish I remember the name of the book. It was called something like, what am I doing with my life? Or what to do with my life? Something like that.
Yeah.
And it basically was like, there was a quote in the book which said that we continue to ask God to like reveal our purpose. like for him to reveal our purpose. And our purpose is to be here to serve him and to get other believers to come. You know what I mean? But what we really want to know is, God, what you have in store for me next year? Like, like what am I going to be doing next year?
Yeah.
And we are so focused on that we lose the faith in everything. You know what I mean? Like, like you have to have the faith to just say, Lord, whatever you have for me, I'm ready and willing to do just that. And I'm going to be obedient in doing that. But we just want to know. And God didn't promise us, he can tell us, and we can know what's going to happen next week, or, you know, like what your life's going to look like. So that was super sobering for me. Like, because baby, I wanted to know.
That's what I said. I wanted to know. I wanted to get to the bottom of it. I wanted to
like, Lord.
I'm like, am I going to be
there's
at this
my
point?
answer. I was waiting for the response. Like,
am I going to at least be to this point? Like, come on. You know, is progress going to be made?
Yeah.
And I literally told myself at the beginning of 1 year, I was like, you know what? I was tired. I was like, whatever. I didn't set no goals. I didn't do anything. I was
no mood board.
I was no mood board, no nothing. I was sick to my stomach. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to even think about it. It's a big deal to like say like whatever happens, I'm gonna be happy and
listen.
You know, it's so easy to say, child, but
listen.
When you gotta put those words into action,
it's super difficult, especially being you human, but you still need to put that into practice. Like, you can't continue to use being human as an excuse.
Yeah,
you know. Because this year I really saw that I had growth, because I had some things lined up, and it was lined up so perfectly. Like, when I say so perfectly, like things just seem like there's no way this could not go right.
How could this fail?
Out of nowhere, boom! What's the boom? Boom!
I said, whoa! I said, whoa! You said what?
It was almost like somebody was playing a sick joke.
No, it didn't make any sense. Honestly, say at that point I had already given up. She was still on it. I was like, yeah, that's the end of that.
It didn't make no sense. But baby, I just put it down and said, yeah.
That's enough of that.
It's over. It's over. And I didn't even feel no type of way. Like, obviously I was like,
it was over it.
Taken aback.
I was some more, girl. Finally over it.
I was taken aback. But I mean, it wasn't that serious, because if it was me like 2 years ago, frantic, distraught, like, when I say over it, it wouldn't even have been like over it. I would have just been like miserable. I would have been miserable. So, yeah. And it's a process, but yeah. I feel like your 20s is fun though. Like,
I haven't really experienced much fun. I feel like it's a little boring. I don't know, you feel like it's fun?
I feel like I'm having like a pretty decent time. Like, I have no responsibilities.
Nah, see, that's where I agree with you. That's fun.
Like,
I just fill out applications.
And I find so much peace in that.
They say dependence. I say 0. I say 0. Thank God, nobody. I know a lot of soul is depending on me, because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready to be, you know, out here being dependent on.
Yeah, I find so much peace and like solace in just like having no real responsibilities.
Yeah.
And like being able to do most of the things that I want to do, I get done. Most of the things that I like to do, I'm able to do. So
yeah. And you know, if you broke,
at least
you only you broke. Like only you broke. You know, you and your family. Like, oh my God, that's tough. You know.
That is tough.
And that could put you in a very bad mental state. But yeah, like,
so prayers for all people who actually do have responsibilities. I think we should give y'all a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the people with real responsibilities. as out here every day making it happen.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes you don't make it happen, just know it ain't always gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't always
Shout
gonna
out to you
happen.
because you get, well, hopefully you're getting
The
some
job
stuff.
done. You're getting it done, hopefully.
Yeah, and like, you still finding balance and enjoying life and doing what you need to do. Because I finally come to the realization that like, I am at the age that people will love families, like husband, wife, and kids.
Yeah, like now you in like, cause now it's like, you know, you could be sitting in a room with people who 25,
Yeah.
and everybody's life is different.
It's different, yeah.
Everybody's life is different. So that goes back to try to live the life you want. I feel like some people
Get
they really
off
want
the
a
media.
simple life,
Yeah.
and the media is pressuring them and pressing them.
The vacations.
So
the,
yeah, like go on a vacation every month
six
and
figure
start your
jobs.
own business, and like everybody don't need to be no entrepreneur. Everybody
Yeah.
doesn't need to be working 14 hours a day and just all of these things like.
And if you're okay with traveling once a year and
girl,
like having a nice vacation or whatever, do just that. You do not have to travel every month because
you don't.
the media
Trust me.
says that's the thing to do.
And I also feel like there's no need to put people down to feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, they make themselves feel better by putting other people down. And it's like,
the whole thing about, oh, they probably
their power is probably off.
yeah, or they
don't
probably
have a place
they don't have a
to
mattress.
Yeah, like, no, some people they really are fortunate enough to where they can travel every month, but some people they prefer to maybe take 2 trips a year, 1 trip a year. Some people they rather spend their money on other things, and that's totally fine. And I feel like, you know, we reaching that point in life where once you get to an age, you really need to figure out what you want. Because some people they want it all, and some people they don't. And you can't really go taking all the advice from somebody that wants it all, because you ain't gonna be happy, child. They gonna be doing things and you ain't gonna know what the hell. You like, what's the purpose of this? Because you don't understand what you want.
Yeah.
You making the money you want to make. You living the life you want to live. So why keep on trying to live this extraordinary lifestyle if that's not what you want?
Yeah.
If you want an extraordinary lifestyle, by all means, child, go get it.
That's right.
Go and get it, because
It's there for you.
it's there. You just gotta go get it.
What they say?
The money done made. You just gotta go.
You
You ain't got no money to piss you off.
What do you mean? I hate seeing African folks.
I like that pose, because that's the truth. But I really sit back and think about it. The money is printed. I just gotta go get it.
That's right.
By any means. Let me stop.
And then some people want kids. Some people do not want kids.
That's important.
Like people be making people who don't want kids feel like monsters. I feel
like
like
they're the villain.
yes. Like I see comments like you were put here to procreate.
And I just feel like
that is so selfish of you.
yeah.
I'm like, wouldn't that be selfish of them to
have a kid knowing that they don't want one? Huh? Like, that makes no sense.
People are lunatics. You literally can't please people.
Child, sweetie, if you don't want no kids, please don't get it. Because it's so sad to see.
Yeah, it is. Don't be me.
I ain't know.
I thought you were. I thought a black couple.
So what are some of the lessons that you feel like you learned as a girl in her mid-20s?
I've learned that I learned discipline.
Child.
Discipline over even motivation. Like just being disciplined is super important because motivation is kind of fleeting. you cannot feel motivated today. Like whatever motivates you can kind of leave.
Yeah.
But discipline is super, super important. And I feel like my 20s taught me that. Also, missing out. I do not feel like I'm missing out on anything anymore. Like,
You don't have any FOMO.
I do not have FOMO. Like I have
FOMO when it comes to shopping, but as for outings and parties and whatever else is out there, I've seen what it looks like. I know I'm not missing out.
Yeah.
I know I'm not missing out. The parties aren't what they used to be. They aren't. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, those videos, I know about faking it on social media. Those, you're not having fun.
I'm dead.
You can try, but.
Oh jeez. No, I need you. You say you can try.
No, for real, you can try and have some fun. But especially over here, like you don't have to make your own fun. I feel like it's starting to migrate all over the world. I feel like everywhere you gotta make your own fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it, you know, now kind of trending. I feel like you have two different sides of social media now. You have the girls that are like pro fitness and, you know, they're drinking their matchas and they're like going to church on Sundays and they have a little brunch. And I resonate with that side of the TikTok and social media period. The club side and the hookah side and the day parties going into the night parties. I just feel like, child, I tired. Honestly, like, by the time that I gotta finish the day and it's going on to like 9 o'clock, I need to be in bed by 9.
Yeah.
I also learned
I don't need alcohol all the time.
A cold Coke will do me right.
It's not necessary.
A cold Coke will do me right
Like,
for every time. Like I
Because
don't.
even everything was drunk. Like you always had to
Involve
drink
some
and
type
bowl,
of
drink and skate, drink and so that's our chit chat for the day.
Yeah.
What are you doing in your 20s? What do you think? Do you think you could just spinny gate your 20s? So you think you could just go spinny gate in your 20s and
just
come out
successfully in the 30s.
And another thing is, if you see one person do that, that's called an anomaly.
Okay.
That is not
the way life
the general,
Yeah.
that's not the general consensus.
Okay.
But that's our opinion.
Yeah.
Y'all give us your thoughts. It's a chit chat, so give us your thoughts down in the
Let us
comments.
know if you're 20.
And
Even if you're not
learn-
20, how are your 20s going? How
Yeah.
did it go when you were in your 20s? Like,
yeah,
what's going on? We need to know.
yeah. Give me some pointers because I'm still trying to navigate.
Yeah. You never stop trying to figure out how to navigate your 20s. Life is just all about figuring out how to work it. So
Yeah.
if you got it down pat, give me a call, Jack, because I'm gonna need some help. But yeah, that's the end of our video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
And hit the bell.
Yeah, so that you can be updated, notified every time we upload. So yeah. Bye!